Okay, that was...
Began his raps and headaches all overflowing. Till it be told, stop grips on shirt. From the blue rejection and all is now dim. Cover your ears.
Come on, get your hot dog over here, $5. Come on down, get your hot dog right here, $5. Come on down, get your hot dog, $5. Come on down, get a hot dog, $5. Yeah.
God. This isn't even recording yet. That one's recording.
Hey, I captured it.
You're like bingo, Hollywood.
You better keep that for the intro.
I could do that.
Yeah, just give us a moment. Our team is setting up the set here.
Our team.
by which exactly, by which I mean the team. It's
Our
just
team,
Mike.
Yeah, our team is just me. As I make. No.
As I sit here and lay y'all down with the cheeseman of the week.
Cheeseman of the week. That could be a segment. I'm fine with that. Cheeseman of the week.
Cheeseman of the week.
Oh God, we're not gonna get people angry at us, are we?
Not if I start talking shit, because I got some shit on you, and you.
Cheeseman. Oh. We're almost there. I swear to God. Okay, maybe. Maybe a little higher.
He's just adjusting. It's like, wait.
Guys, can you tell we haven't recorded for a while?
I mean, yeah, it's actually been a month, actually.
Has it? Yeah, almost exactly.
So, almost exactly a month. When was the last time we met up? Early February? Yeah,
we recorded
the Valentine's Day special.
Caught in a deep fake, yeah.
Yo, did you know he actually came back after the break?
No, I did not.
I haven't looked into what happened, but he's back now.
He's back, like
he's
nothing
back
happened.
After. I don't know whether it's like whether if it's nothing happened, but yeah, I just heard he's back.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you know that.
F's in the chat, everybody.
That's the cheeseman of the week.
That's the cheeseman of the week. Cheeseman of the week.
Have you also? No. Did you see the?
Maybe I'll do that. I'll just add little Mexican music under that title.
Don't ever interrupt me again if you value your life.
Hey! I'm sorry. No.
Okay, no. Did you see that video or the picture of Penguin Z0 or Moist Critical holding a weapon?
No.
Like burying a gun. You haven't seen it?
I mean, I might have in passing.
Well, I'm gonna put a picture on it, but I'm pretty sure everyone's seen that on Facebook. I'll send it to you as well. Basically, the guy looks like Jesus Christ holding a freaking rifle. But
Jesus.
No, what happened is, and I've been putting off this video for a while, not because I wanted to, but I just haven't looked into it. Well, I find the situation kind of stupid, and not because of him, not because of Charlie. It's you remember the YouTuber Sneeko that I mentioned on that Christmas episode?
I remember that. This
has to do with him because there was a while back there was a video or like. Charlie made a video responding to Sneeko, insulting, because what happened is Sneeko insulted him and his girlfriend or some shit.
Right.
So Charlie was basically insulting him for being a cuck because apparently Sneeko admitted on a podcast that he went to a swinger club and he saw his girl getting railed by like two dudes in the bed and he's like, I didn't like that, but yet this guy, like,
Jesus,
okay, look,
that's a lot to unpack.
I'm not gonna judge people who do that, but if you're out here
Yeah.
You know, being a misogynistic prick and trying to give out relationship advice on how to be a high value male. But yet you literally admitted that you didn't like seeing your woman getting railed by two, or maybe I think like one or two other guys.
Jesus.
Then you should shut the fuck up. But it's funny because if he were to respond to this, he'd probably be like like you can be an irrelevant person like me. Make a tweet and say Sneeko is a cuck or some shit. The whole internet's bullying him, and this guy is like, bring bullying back. But whenever he's getting roasted, they're trying to cancel me, guys. And so what happened is he started the whole thing with Charlie again because apparently he didn't take it so well. Yeah. He was starting that. He's on Rumble now, by the way. He got banned on YouTube.
Okay. What is?
He was doing a stream on Rumble, another platform.
And another, just like a Twitch, basically.
Kind of like another, I guess another YouTube platform. I never been on Rumble, but this guy started waving his guns around, saying, "Look at my clips! Look at my clips!" Basically, he was referring to the the chambers, like the mags. Yeah. Look at my clips, and then Charlie literally came up and told him, it's like, this guy's literally saying, look at my clips. Like, no, you fucking idiot. This is a mag. And he literally pulls out his pistols like, see, this is a mag. And this is also a mag and his freaking rifle. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so gold. Like, he made a second video destroying him even further. And as of right now, Sneeko just is continuing to, press further. He's literally the type of guy that if you insult him, he'll be like, I'll beat you in a fight. I'll beat you in a fight. Oh. Which, for anyone who says that on the internet, it means you're admitting defeat and you let the person get to you. But, yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Sneeko is just unhinged.
Welcome to another episode of Shreddy Bois.
Yeah. I had to start with a banger.
Coming in hot with internet news.
Yeah, I mean,
is that what we're doing? We could keep going. I mean,
we could keep going. I was just like,
what else is happening right now on the internet?
So that's as much as I know. Like he's still talking shit about Charlie and anyone else that's like trying to bully him. Yeah, claiming that he's being canceled, and the whole internet's just bullying him. Like he is trending on Twitter, but not in the way he hoped. It's fucking hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't even see this coming. I'm just like, what's going on over here now? Like, what's happening with Diet Andrew Tate? Because that's literally what he is. Mm-hmm. He's always saying, "Oh, I am." He's always given his idea on the red pill, or he thinks he's so smart. But to be honest, he's just
based, bro. Based.
he thinks he could debate people too. He'll ask you, debate me. Yeah. I've only seen one video of him debating someone. This is actually how I discovered Sneeko.
Okay.
It was last year, maybe 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. I was just practicing guitar and I had YouTube, in the background running. I noticed a video from this other YouTuber named Papa Gut where he's debating Sneeko, and I'm like, who the fuck is this Sneeko kid? Okay. I was watching it for maybe a good 20 minutes, and all this dude does is try to talk over you, screams at you, tries to bring out his own examples and his own statistics of I forgot, basically being a high value male and all this other shit. And then when he knows he's losing, he'll run away. He'll literally leave the call, comes back, leaves the call, comes back. He just doesn't know how to debate people. He thinks he does, but he's a bumbling idiot.
He just kills his own the momentum of the other person in an argument.
He tries to, but he's actually killing his own self the more he does it. But yeah. Anyways, I didn't mean to jump into that, but that was just. I mean, it's funny. It's interesting. It's interesting and it's fucking hilarious. I was watching this yesterday. And I'm like, wait. So this is what's going on, because everyone's been sharing. Like I said, they've been sharing the picture of Charlie, with a mag and a freaking rifle, and I'm like, oh shit, what's going on over here? I'm like, oh, holy shit.
A little bit of internet news for you. That's interesting.
Yeah, Sneeko's in the shadow realm now for that. Or his ego, maybe.
All right, well, Jesus. Let's backtrack slightly. Okay.
I think we could just backtrack immediately.
We could backtrack immediately if you want. Welcome to another episode of Shreddy Bois.
Yeah.
I'm your co-host, Michael, and over there is my co-host, Brian.
Yeah, his pendejo
His
Brian.
pendejo Brian.
Okay, that's
if you're watching
that
this.
was a one-time thing. I shouldn't be
Hey, t-shirts, man. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you can
You
have
like
everyone's
that?
favorite pendejo.
Yeah, everyone's favorite pendejo t-shirt.
Peep the beheading the icon shirt.
But yeah, if you guys are watching this, you are watching the first fully 4K episode of Shreddy Bois. We have a look how awesome. I'm gonna pan to Brian's camera right now. Look how awesome that camera looks.
I just start like,
Oh, you know, that was my biggest problem.
don't look at me.
Is I had an older camera on you, and it went 1080p, but 60 frames per second, which is still good, but it's not 4K.
Yeah, now everyone can look at my bare ugliness in 4K.
I was gonna go the opposite with it. I was be like his brilliance,
His elegance.
his elegance.
Okay.
Oh. But yeah, this is the first 4K episode. This is also coming off of the What's in the Bag. There are so many things that have happened since the last episode, like the fabulous fucking Fabian Fest. That too. Yeah.
Yeah. Want to talk about that now? Now that
No.
since I don't know. Oh, no?
We just
No?
move on.
Okay, we just move on then. All right.
No, but so the fabulous fucking Fabian Fest is my the old drummer of Vicious Attack. He has his birthday party.
The Hobbit
From the Shire, and he plays in all of his bands. So that's like 7 bands, and it's like a full lineup. And we usually do it at Cobra Lounge. This year we did it at Reggie's.
So
And, yeah,
it's always been at Cobra Lounge?
it's always been at Cobra Lounge. That was the first year at Reggie's. So unfortunately, with Cobra Lounge, they got a new booker, and it's been hectic.
Booker?
Like, yeah, promoter, whatever you want to say, but
Booker.
booker. Okay,
That's the word of the day.
the word of the day,
All right.
booker. I'm gonna put it right. And the screen's gonna go black. Booker.
All right. Anyways.
But he couldn't make it happen this year at the Cobra Lounge, so we reached out to Shane from Empire Productions. Shout out Shane, and he was able to hook us up, so to speak, and we were able to throw this little bash at the Reggie's Music joint, which is awesome. And it happened, and it was great. And
Despite it snowing that day?
yeah, I was gonna say there was a couple things, obviously, as you know, in Vicious Tech, or maybe you don't know, we haven't had our singer for about a month. So
Hey, Alex, where the fuck are you?
yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, get your ass over here from Louisiana. We need you for Magoo's.
Yeah. He wasn't able to fly in, for reasons that don't matter right
I'll
now.
tell you guys. No, I'm joking.
But oh my god. Yeah. I should have went into the mic, but I'm like my human decency kicked in for a second. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go
More
off
like human
mic for that.
indecency. He still bled it out.
Yeah, I know. But we were able to get your buddy Christian from Rites of Torment.
Shout out to the boy.
If you watch the show regularly, you know who Christian is. He was in the last episode.
Yeah, you saw them in the last episode. And
Yeah.
if you didn't, then
Grr.
it's on site. It's on site. You hear that?
Yeah. Screw you guys. No, but seriously, watch this episode. We
Yeah,
really wanted you to keep watching this.
Yeah, no, we went all out in that. Yeah.
But yeah, so we had Christian as a fill-in for vocals. We had you as a fill-in for me, who filled in for Johnny, who broke his hand. So we had 2 members out, and we made it happen, man. It worked out, and crowd response was very good. You guys were able to get a lot of buddies in to come see us,
Yeah,
which is
shout out
good.
to First Step for showing up and supporting us.
Shout out First Up. And yeah, dude, it was awesome. We had a good time. I had a good time.
Hell yeah, I had a good time too.
Yeah.
I got to eat my favorite food, or my favorite sandwich
Yeah.
from Reggie's, the chicken parm sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I put you on to that. And I remember the first time I told you, I'm like, I know this sounds stupid. That was like my first set off. I'm like, I know this sounds absolutely ridiculous, but the best thing that they have at Reggie's is the chicken parmesan sandwich.
And when I went there, I got the bacon beefsteak instead.
Yeah. Wait,
And-
you went that the latest time?
No. when we went last year, when we saw Legion last year, which is actually about to be a year ago, instead of going for the chicken parm, I decided to go with the freaking bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And then June, I believe it was June 3rd of last year when I saw Warforged. Hey, shout out to Warforged, our guest. Touring with Rivers of Nile and Fallujah. I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to Mike this time. And try out the chicken parm. Try out the chicken parm sandwich.
Your
And
life.
oh, it did. It's fucking amazing. Like, holy shit, dude.
I love it. But, you know.
It was love in my mouth. And then
if you guys ever.
the fact that I got to eat it again after, like, what? Since, like, that day, actually, June 3rd. It's like, oh, fuck
it's
yeah.
magical.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah. If you ever go to Reggie's, try it out. You know, I have had the pleasure to play Reggie's several times, and they usually hook you up with the free meal, which is fantastic.
This would be like my second time playing there.
Playing at Reggie's. Yeah, that's right. You and I in Central Disorder. What show was that?
No, I was not in Central Disorder. This was when I was in This was 2014 when I was in a band called Phase Extermination.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry
by the way, Rodrigo, if you're watching this, I know you watch this. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
You know, throwback to the old days. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out. I don't know the references, but that's okay.
No, yeah, that was actually like the second time I've ever played at a venue, which was Reggie's. But it wasn't the rock joint. It was the actual stage.
Right. The rock club.
The rock club. Yeah.
But yeah, we played the show. It was good. We had a lot of support, and yeah, man.
We had a mosh pit.
Respect to Johnny, who I filled in for bass. His parts for our songs are very difficult to play.
Sounds like a mic problem.
Yeah, what is it when you're a gamer? It sounds like a skill
sounds
issue.
Like skill issue.
Yeah. It sounds like a skill issue.
You know, you're reminding me of the AI Trump or the AI presidents videos, dude.
Those are so good.
They're so fucking good. I've been watching them like nonstop. I've been watching. Have you watched the D&D ones with Ben Shapiro?
Yeah.
Trump calls him Ben Shabiba.
Yeah.
Dude. When they're ranking video games, and then Biden starts talking shit on Trump shit about like one of the games that they're trying to put on S tier.
Yeah.
Trump's like skill issue. Mad because bad.
Yeah, dude. I love it because Joe is always defending like the older games of the series. And Trump is always like, like they did like a Mario game tier list, and he thought that one. Yeah.
I saw
Mario
have you seen the Zelda one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My favorite one is where they rank Pokemon games, all the mainline Pokemon games.
Dude, I've been watching all of those.
They're so good.
No, have you seen the Mario Kart ones?
Yeah.
Freaking John F. Kennedy comes in.
Dude, that's so messed up. If you guys have no idea what we're talking about, you have to look them up.
Okay, how about this? Let's explain everyone what the whole thing. Because I mean, in a way, this sort of goes back to what we talked about Atrioc watching AI porn. So aside from that, people can take your voice, and I mean, I think I said this last episode. They can have a voice sample of you saying anything, like literally anything, even the most cancelable shit.
Right.
But what we've been seeing is videos of like voices, basically voice samples of Obama, Trump, and Biden. Mainly those three. Sometimes you'll have Ben Shapiro, George Bush, or John F. Kennedy. Joe Rogan as well.
Floating around there.
Also Drake as well.
Yeah.
Because Drake is what's it called? Joe Biden is Drake's little love muffin.
Yeah.
They're just like talking shit to each other, playing Dungeons and Dragons, or making a tier list of video games or drinks.
Oh, dude,
a bunch of shit
so much.
Like it's been popping everywhere. There's even once where they were playing CS:GO ranked matches.
Yeah.
Mario Kart, like it's fucking funny. Like there are, I highly recommend it. Every single time I see a new one, I immediately click on it and just listen to it.
It's so good. I love those. And there's so many of them.
There is. It took the internet by storm. Like, that's literally what's been going on lately. It's like, holy fucking shit. I feel like
it's came and gone, too. Like, it's still here, obviously, but it's not like it's been a week and you could already kind of see it starting to die down.
No, I actually would disagree with that. I've been seeing some newer ones lately.
Well, I love the AI stuff. We have some ideas in the future that I want to do.
I mean, look, I love AI, but at the same time, it's pretty fucking scary. Because,
It's extremely scary.
like, especially, with the whole AI art. Like, this year literally is where AI is taking... Well, no, it's been taking storm since last year, but now this year it's actually, like, going in.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I think it's crazy. I mean, we're talking about how hilarious this voice thing is. It's pretty crazy that
It's
if
hilarious,
you
but
have
also
enough of
scary.
you on the internet or, in videos, people can do AI of your own voice.
Yeah, they'll just make you say anything.
Yeah. Maybe down the line when we have 50 episodes of Shreddy Bois logged in, somebody could do that to our voices.
Maybe. Or maybe we can do it ourselves, putting our episodes on a tier list, and I'll just say...
Yeah. God, how stupid would that be?
That'd be-
We put together our own video of our own voices putting together a tier
a
list.
tier list, start talking shit about each other.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can have one of our guests chime in as well.
Yeah. We could have a guest as an AI person.
No, that's why. Like,
yeah.
as an AI person.
AI Michael Jackson or something.
Oh, no.
Oh man,
I got sick a little bit.
Oh yeah. We could talk about that if you want. You've been sick.
Yeah. So after the Fabulous Fabian Fest, we were supposed to record this episode that last Sunday, but yeah, I lost my voice and it was like,
You're sick as a dog.
Mike, I can't.
Mike, I need chocolate.
Mike, I can't. We have to wait until next week. So the power of the dark side could become.
No, yeah, but I just couldn't talk. I messaged him and I'm like, dude, I lost my voice. I feel like shit. I'm in bed, and I even took the day off Monday because I was bedridden. I was literally like waking up, staying up playing video games, and then just falling asleep. Repeat.
No puke.
No puke. Thankfully
That's
not.
good.
That's
No diarrhea.
no. It's funny because whenever it comes to me like wanting to puke, I hold it like a champ.
Oh,
Like
that's
I
good.
literally force myself not to puke.
That's
Unless
good,
I
dude.
have to, then like the last time I actually blew chunks was when I was 18.
No, really.
Yeah, so maybe I should just tell the story to everyone.
Good.
about
Why
this.
not?
Yeah.
While we're talking,
about
all over
being
the place,
sick and
let's
shit.
do it.
Who gives a shit? Yeah. Anyways,
I don't care.
I don't care either. Yeah, if you do, then not too bad. No, I'm just
Screw you. This is
Skill
our
issue.
show. Yeah,
anyways.
exactly. You're making
No.
a mistake, not us.
Exactly. Just like my mom made the mistake of giving birth to me.
Oh, Jesus.
No. All right. So, 10 years ago, I was in my senior year and I was playing, for those who don't know, maybe some of you know, I was in the mariachi ensemble in my senior year. And we were playing Lyons Township High School. We had this terrible pizza. And the box said best pizza in goddamn town. You lift up the fucking box
Yeah.
and there was a pool of grease underneath it.
What place?
I can't.
You don't remember?
I can't remember the place,
Oh,
but I
okay.
do know.
It wasn't mainstream then. It was.
I have no fucking clue who
Okay.
it was. This was 10 years ago, Mike.
All
But
right.
I do
all right.
remember that overnight I was having the worst stomach ache, and I was just trying to force myself not to throw up. It's like, don't fucking throw up. Don't
Yeah.
throw up. But eventually I had to let out the beast, and I threw up in a little bucket.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, oh, no, hold on. It's getting to the best
Jesus.
part. Threw up in a damn bucket,
Yeah.
right? And I put it down, and I'm like, all right, no more. And I let it all out on the bathroom floor.
Oh my
And,
God.
Yeah. Did I clean this up? No. I went straight to bed. And then I was still awake, but I was pretending to be asleep. I hear my mom going in the bathroom. She's like, hijo de la chingada madre. No limpió su pinche vomita. I had to bring that story up because I remember hearing how
That's when
pissed
you
she
became
was.
everybody's favorite pendejo.
I was falling asleep. She came to my room, tried waking me up. He was like, this pendejo's asleep. I was like, I hope she doesn't notice I'm still awake. But yeah, that was the one time I
Oh
threw
my
up.
God, that's amazing.
I had to bring this story up. I was like, oh my God. As soon as you brought
my
up no
God.
puke, I'm like, I really have to tell that story about my life, huh?
Oh, how old were you again?
10 years ago, I'm 28. I was 18.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I pictured you a little bit younger in this picture, in this story. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I don't have any real puke stories from when I was young. I love roller coasters, But
so do I.
I don't do the ones that are movie roller coasters. Those get me really, really sick. It makes you
Movie roller
focus.
coasters?
Yeah, like if you've ever been to Orlando, like studio. What is Universal Studios? They have like a lot of movie coasters where like you're in front of a screen and it like jerks you and stuff. And you've never been to Universal Studios?
No, but I've done one in Six Flags, and that was not shit. What? How does that make you feel sick?
It's something about like the motion and the depth and like, don't play to the camera. It's a lot of, it makes me feel like seasick, like you're on a wave essentially. And I always, when I do those, I always puke. But I puke like a gentleman. I go to the nearest garbage can.
Hey, I tried puking like a gentleman. I wasn't expecting round 2 to come out.
I lift it and very, very softly I'd be like,
no, that's what I was doing. That's what I did. But then as soon as I put the bucket down,
sometimes you can't help it. I understand that.
It just came out of nowhere.
I've puked several times as an adult, but because of alcohol, to the point where
that's never happened to me, and I used to be
Never?
a very heavy
Really?
drinker. I'm surprised.
Well, I remember one time when adult, I think I was 22 years old. I thought
On a
I
late
was
St.
being
Paddy's Day night.
hilarious. I thought I was being the life of the party, and I downed like half of a bottle of tequila as a joke. Just glug glug glug. I literally tipped it over and then glug 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 glug, and I put it down, and then immediately sober to destroyed. And then I don't remember much from that night, only that I needed to be helped to be lifted into a vehicle where I was chaperoned, and I hugged the toilet for the rest of the night, just puking my guts out.
It's funny because I used to do much worse. I would down an entire bottle of vodka. Absolute, those Absolute vodka bottles?
Yeah.
That would be like this big, and I would finish the whole thing.
Brian.
I somehow managed to hold it, well, I never collapsed. I would just keep walking and just do the most stupidest shit ever.
Jesus Christ.
But I've never thrown up.
Wow.
But if I were to see
lucky,
someone
man.
throw up, I would probably try taking a picture where I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Cute picture of Brandon.
Like that dude who takes a picture of all the butt cracks.
This?
Yeah. He's
At the Magic the Gathering
if
tournament.
I could find it, I'll put it there.
He got banned for that?
Really?
They banned him for it.
Oh my God, that's so stupid. Imagine being banned for being funny.
I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! You can get banned for not taking a fucking shower. That's actually a
Really?
ruling.
Well, that's okay. I get that.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And Smash Bros. Tournaments, that should be instated.
That's, because it smells like low self-esteem.
Oh my God. And sturdy freaking Star Fox spammers. I don't know anything about Smash Bros. Actually, not the new Smash Bros. I stopped at Brawl. I understand
Skill issue.
Yeah. God damn it. Well, okay. So I don't remember the point of all of this. Where did we
I
go
don't fucking
from?
know. We were talking about throwing up.
We went from throwing up, and
Hope y'all enjoy that story.
just this babbling nonsense that is Shreddy Bois. All right, well, Jesus. Oh, okay. You were sick. That's where we for a week.
We were talking about roller coasters, and then I was it was like, oh yeah, I was sick, and then you're like, no throw up. I'm like, no, but that reminded me of a story, and now we're back to it. Anyways, so now we're here recording.
Now we're here. It's funny. That's everything that's been going on with me. Yesterday, we celebrated my birthday preemptively. My birthday is actually, as this comes out, March 31st.
So that's when we're releasing the episode.
I'm guessing, just because of time. March 31st, confetti. I don't have confetti. I'll put some confetti in.
31st.
Here. I was going to say, here's some stock footage of a kid who's very happy at his birthday party.
Maybe at his birthday party.
But, so we celebrated my birthday yesterday, and my brothers and my buddy Albert's were all March birthdays. So we just had like a party, and that was really it. For my birthday, I was given a cast iron skillet, which I really wanted, and Michelle bought me a copy of Rock Band 3 for the PS3.
Oh, I was about to point to Rock Band 4. I was like, oh.
No, so Rock Band 3 is for the PS3, which is in my living room. So I opened it and I'm like, this is a sealed copy of Rock Band 3 for the PS3. Where do you even get this? I was blown away. I'm like, I haven't seen a sealed PS3 game in so long.
So many people died for that sealed.
I opened it immediately. I played it today. No, I realized, I'm like, man, I almost feel like I should just buy another copy and just keep this one all nice. And I'm like, nah. Nobody cares.
Is that what you've been playing, Mike?
No, it isn't. But that is a fabulous segue. Let's go into what you playing.
Yeah, because it's been babbling bullshit lately.
Babbling bullshit. You know what? I'll start it off, Brian, with what you playing.
You mind if I hold this really quick?
You could hold that. Yeah,
right.
It's very fluffy.
Yeah, just I'm gonna advise you move your drink to your left.
Okay.
Just move it to the left. All right, go.
Okay.
So what you been playing?
I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy.
You transphobe.
So as this premieres today, Hogwarts Legacy has been out for what, like a month now at this point?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Piece of trash game.
I hate you so much. So at this point, Hogwarts Legacy has been out for a whole month. And how has the reception been for Hogwarts Legacy, Brian?
Basically what you saw, what I did to Mike.
Yeah.
That's literally it. But okay, I know I was goofing there, but I do have a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to buy a video game for the sake of enjoying a video game, do so, right?
Right.
But the reason why there was negative reception about it is because J.K. Rowling is a bitch, obviously, for her transphobic views and obviously anti-LGBTQ.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, though, there's been a lot of people who were streaming it that were donating the money that they made on the stream to charity for trans people.
Oh yeah.
But you have people on the internet still bullying the crap out of them, doxing them, doxing their families, and it's like, bro, look, I understand that transphobia is fucking shit. It's obviously
a huge problem.
It's a huge problem. Where does supporting a movement have to lead to doing witch hunts of like people who are actually trying to support the cause?
Yeah.
While playing a video game, right? Mm-hmm. They're not doing it because it's like, oh yeah, I mean, well, there are some people that were being pieces of shit saying, I'm addicted to the libs, for picking up the game. But there were people who were trying to enjoy it and trying to, make a good cause out of it, obviously.
So piggybacking off of what you are currently saying, if you've ever played the game, like I'm almost done with it, guys. I haven't finished it because I really don't want it to end. Newsflash, I loved the game. No, but in all seriousness, I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy, and the entire cast, all of the teachers, all of your friends, even the equivalent of what the gym coach is, the broom teacher, they are all Oriental, they're African, like from like a different school in Africa, like. Plus,
you get to see Arnold Schwarzenegger as Harry Potter.
God damn it. You can do that, yeah.
Hermione, we need to go to Dumbledore now.
Yeah. There are so many different representations. Like one of your best friends in the game, who it comes into a lot of the quests and stuff, is a trans person. So it's like, this team knew exactly what the issues were going to be.
But apparently, let me stop you there. Apparently, they were not happy with it because I think they had a more masculine name or something. Well, I don't know. So look, I'm gonna just say this. I've never been a fan of Harry Potter like that. Yeah. Not because of like the whole thing that's been going on. Like I just never got into it. But seeing this controversy unfolding, and I mean, honestly, look, the reason why this game ended up blowing up And I'm gonna just say this: it's literally because of the boycott. The boycott didn't stop the game from, from succeeding. It literally propelled it to the top due to the negative engagements. You started seeing articles of like Kotaku or IGN,
and all of a sudden
posting
you get all these headlines.
Yeah, like there was a bunch of headlines of the witch hunts that were doing. There was a website called "Did the streamer play that wizard game?" And they were saying that, oh, it's not for witch hunts. No, that's literally what it was. They were like, no, we're just trying to see who played it. I'm like, no, you're trying to see who played it, so you can go and send them. Basically you can harass them, send them death threats.
Yeah.
And the most stupid argument that I've seen is saying like, oh, well, trans people face the same thing too, so they got to face the same thing. I'm like, I don't believe in that. Like, I don't think anyone should ever go through that. No. Obviously. No. It's a very stupid take. And
it's very also short-sighted.
Exactly. It's a very short-sighted take, but...
And, this is the thing about people who fight for the causes of other people.
They go at it the wrong way. You
often don't see the people who, are being
the ones that are
discriminated against. They're often not the people causing these issues. It's not a bunch of trans people fighting against streamers. The thing is, due to the people that were that are causing the issues, they're the ones who end up like making others believe that it's really them. Right, that's basically what it's doing. It's kind of like during the pandemic when there was the rioting happening and the looting, and people tied it in with the Black Lives Matter movement.
Which obviously that wasn't...
Not at all.
That didn't have anything to do with it.
People took advantage of the situation is what happened. I live here, in Berwyn, where it had nowhere or nothing to do with it, but because the cops were not here anymore, they were dealing with other stuff. Tons of people went to the North Riverside Mall and looted it because they didn't see a movement. It was all tied to opportunity. Now is the time. If I'm going to get something, there's nobody who can stop me. I'm gonna go get a TV, or I'm gonna go get some new shoes. And tons of people took advantage of a closed mall, essentially.
I couldn't even go home that day. I remember that too.
Oh, dude, it was insane.
It was fucking nuts.
But that's my point. Is like nothing. You're not helping the situation. You're not advancing the situation. And guys, I played the game, and these guys did a really. This is Skyrim. If Skyrim was about Harry Potter.
If Skyrim was a piece of shit.
I hate you so much. But this is what I'm saying is this game is going to probably, unless something incredible comes out in the next year.
I mean, it already did, but he doesn't know about that.
What's that?
No. Just continue. Just continue.
Okay. I know about Dead Space remake, and, that was great. But
better than Harry Potter.
Where do remakes fall on the scale of Game of the Year? Should they be Game of the Year? Is that even...
If they're done correctly, then yes.
Okay, but last year, Last of Us was remastered a second time. Should that win Game of the Year because it has flashy new graphics?
No, because Elden Ring is better.
God damn it. All right, well, my point being that this game is great, and it's probably going to win a bunch of awards, and you could see the blood, sweat, and tears that these poor people just making a video game put into this, and they did everything correctly. They put in an extremely diverse cast.
And honestly, I don't mean to interrupt. The only thing J.K. Rowling had anything to do with it is just the royalty fees. Like, if you think not buying a video game is going to affect her...
No. She's a millionaire, dog.
She's stupid rich.
She was the most rich woman in England at one point, right? Because isn't that where she's from, J.K. Rowling?
I don't know. Like, dude, you're asking the wrong person here.
Well, my point is, she's one of the richest women in the world. Nothing that you can do will touch her. Also, pick the correct fight too. It's like J.K. Rowling sucks. She picked her words very, very, very poorly.
Yeah, bitch.
But punishing an entire studio's,
or people who are just playing and trying to support the cause.
Exactly. And they did everything they could do, and dude, it's a fantastic game. And
so due to all that as well, I don't watch VTubers as much, but you know what a VTuber is, right? There is a VTuber who is going to be graduating. Basically, what graduating means is that they're going to be gone for good.
Okay.
because they were mentioning that they were thinking of playing Hogwarts Legacy, and there's theories that they might have that the bullying might have caused what is happening now.
See, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, like
man.
it's gotten out of hand, like but
These people have also made their living off of stuff like Twitch, and it's like, man, you're really gonna try to destroy this person's life over playing it. Like, there's so many levels removed, that you're still doing that. It's ridiculous, man. But anyway, I played it. It's great. Do with that information what you will, But I think
you all know what he means.
Yeah, don't cancel me, please.
I'm about to whoop him after this anyway.
Short of playing Hogwarts Legacy, I have also been playing Octopath Traveler, and there's no controversy about that. It's just a good game, and I like them.
I didn't grab the Agretsuko plushie, so you're good.
Speaking, we're not going to do an anime corner, but that show has just had its final episode.
I watched the whole thing within like 3 days.
Me too. It's very sad.
I took my time because I wanted to digest it well, but
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later.
We could. What have you been playing?
Yeah, as I mentioned, something better came out. And I've been playing the Metroid Prime remaster.
Ooh, for the GameCube.
Yeah, for the Switch. What the fuck are you talking about?
It was for the
GameCube. Came out 20 years ago. And maybe I should give everyone an inside story of how I became the Metroid fanboy I am today.
Do it!
I was only 10 years old getting the Game Boy Advance SP for the very first time. You remember that?
I love it. I have one.
I still have one. I actually managed to get one from one of my coworkers back in Jewel.
Nice.
But anyways, so I wanted it for my birthday, and the game that was coming out at the time was Metroid Zero Mission. The game. So I've known about Samus since Smash Bros, right? But I always thought Samus was a robot, until I was 10 years old. And when I finally got to play the game, I got to play because Zero Mission is a remake of the very first Metroid that came out in 1986. So normally the game ends after you defeat Mother Brain and you escape, but she goes off in her ship, takes off her suit. Well, this is basically when before I thought Samus was a person, because at the beginning of the game I was like, oh, there's a person inside that suit, right?
Yeah.
Samus removes the suit and I'm like, oh, it's a woman. But I was like, hold on,
Yeah.
what? I was basically the Metroid fan in 1986, finding out Samus is a girl.
Yeah.
And basically she gets the suit back when you do like a Chozo trial in the game. And I was like, oh, this game is so badass. And ever since then I got hooked onto it. 5th grade came around and I picked up Metroid Prime for the GameCube. And this game obviously has like been a huge impact on me. I've played it since I think the very last time I played Metroid Prime was when I beat it when I was only 14.
Okay.
14 years old. I played Metroid Prime 1 and 2. I beat both of them at that age. And then there was Corruption when I was 19. I beat that game as well. But anyways, the point is, seeing a remaster of one of my favorite games when I was only 10 or 11 was just amazing. Especially, they touched up everything. Yeah. The bosses look 10 times better.
They do all the cutscenes too?
Everything? They do all the cutscenes. The cutscenes look beautiful.
Oh.
Every cutscene that you saw in the GameCube just looks 10 times better. It is literally like Metroid Prime with a fresh coat of paint. It looks so beautiful, so the details in this game is just so good. I'm like, oh my fucking god. I had a blast. I think I beat it within a week because I still remember everything from that game. That's how much of a hardcore fan I am. And I only died once in this run too.
Nice, dude.
The game is just I got to play it. I got to revisit everything. I was in tears because I was like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I
bet. All the memories I had with this game.
Dude, that's how I felt when freaking the Mario, what is it, the Mario All-Star Collection came out, where it had
mean that greedy cash grab that didn't really have much going on for it? See, there is a difference between that game, $60, my ass. Hey. I mean, I still bought it, but hey! But
They gave you 3 games.
They gave you 3 games for $60. Doesn't
It was limited.
looks the same.
Limited edition.
Limited edition. Looks
They cleaned up.
they cleaned up a little
they
bit.
cleaned up
Just still looks the same. You know, this is not so
all
bad.
right.
But you have Metroid for $40, and it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And this also tells me that Metroid Prime 4 is literally on the way, because that has been announced since 2017. Bandai Namco was in charge of it, but then they were like, "Nah, we're not."
They backed out.
Yeah, they backed out. And you know who they gave it to? The same people who made the remake, which is Retro Studios, the original studio who made all the Prime games.
So it's a good sign that they remade it, and
Because they
that
used the
other
same
ones are
engine
more-
that they used 20 years ago for Metroid Prime, and they basically just made it a lot better. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Traveling
Updated
around the planet Talon IV or Talon Overworld 4, however you want to call it, was just fucking amazing.
Did the controllers hold up? Did they update all of that?
Yeah, so the thing about this game is you can switch the controllers. You can play like how you were playing on the GameCube version, or you can do the modern first person shooter game. That's how I played it actually. So I was just using both Joy-Cons, and I mean I got used to it pretty well. I was just manhandling every single boss, but I'm honestly excited because this tells me we're getting very close to MP4.
Yeah.
I want the damn game already. It's been announced since 2017, and now that Retro Studios is like, you know, gave us this masterpiece, because this is literally a masterpiece. If Tears of the Kingdom wasn't coming out now, I would say this remaster deserves Game of the Year, because they actually went all out and gave us an actual remake.
Yeah.
A well-deserved remake. And that's actually
gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard because you know
because Tears
what?
of the Kingdom is coming.
Tears
coming,
of the Kingdom's gonna come out,
and it's gonna shit all over Hogwarts Legacy.
Go to hell.
It's gonna be way better.
Go to hell, Brian. You suck.
Suck my ass cheeks, Mike. You piece of shit. Anyways, but yeah, it prompted me to also revisit the old Metro games,
It's
especially
also
Dread.
going to have to go against Resident Evil 4 remake, which looks amazing too.
I need to pick that game up as well.
It looks really good.
Probably by the time this episode rolls,
It's gonna drop.
You may not hear much from me because I'll be playing that game.
Yeah.
I'll be playing Prime Remastered.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna vanish into thin air.
Oh my god. In April, freaking the Mega Man Battle Legacy collection comes out, and it's all the Battle Network games, and I don't care at all about Mega Man, but those Battle Legacy games were amazing. I know I'm not the only one who likes these games. It can't be.
Yeah, it probably is.
But they have it's like a collection of them. It's like eight or 10 of them, and dude, I don't care if it's $60. I don't care if it's $40. I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna have so much. That the day it comes out is the day that I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. So for that weekend, all I'm gonna be doing is playing Mega Man Battle Network Collection.
I never want to pull mine out.
Unfortunately, I don't have a choice.
Like, has it fully come out already, or
They're growing on an angle, and they're fucking
Oh.
with my other teeth. So
mine are? I mean, mine have grown,
Yeah.
or like they're growing, but they're not messing with my other teeth.
no.
I don't care if they're gonna mess with my other teeth. I don't want to fucking get them pulled out.
Sometimes you don't have a choice, Brian. I didn't have a choice.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking choice.
I just realized I said a no-no word earlier that I might have to bleep for the first time.
The R word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to fucking go, Mike.
Hey, first time for everything. We have one word finally bleeped here. The no-no word. The real hard R.
No.
Did
Did you hear that? You heard about that too?
Yeah.
The Linus Tech Tips?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh my god, I remember that. That's another thing that
Do you want to
happened.
give context?
Fuck it. So, oh my god. The real. Okay. So Linus Tech Tips was talking about,
Yeah.
you know, how shows like Family Guy, American Dad would say the
Yeah.
R slur, which is for disabled people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it. But obviously you guys know what I'm saying, right?
Of course.
But the way he said it is like, yeah, I had my share of saying hard
Yeah,
R's at the time.
yeah.
He said hard R's.
Yeah.
And his co-host is like, Wait
Wait
a second. You're talking about the N-word? He's like, no. It was the one with the disabled people, and I'm like,
oh my god.
and this was on a live stream too. This happened last week, and I'm like, bro, what? I've been watching him since like last year or the year prior, and I'm over here like, bro, this guy is literally about to destroy his own career because he's like, I had my share of hard R's, and I'm like, I was like, wait a minute, what did I hear?
Dude, it's like what we just talked about with Obama and Biden and Trump, skill issue. It's like when you use terms you don't understand, like when you like skill issue. I had to explain what skill issue was to a person, and I'm like, when you don't know these terms like based or red pilled and stuff like that, and you just throw around hard R, it's funny, and
but I mean, he got lucky though.
Yeah, he got really lucky.
He got really lucky because everyone else was looking at him.
Everybody was like, wait.
I was like, am I really hearing this? This is. I thought
I'm watching this in real time.
I'm watching this in real time, and I'm like, hold the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that was.
Oh, that's so funny.
It was so funny. But I'm like,
oh man.
I mean, I was actually scared for the guy. I'm like, bro.
Oh, dude.
No.
Oh the world's gone crazy, Brian.
yeah, it is.
Isn't it weird? Like, just every week something happens.
No, for real. Like, it's been an eventful
crazy.
month. Like,
There's been so much that we've. Like, if it feels like we're all over the place, guys, it's because we haven't talked to each other for... Well, no, we've talked to each other, but we haven't recorded an episode.
We haven't recorded an episode,
month,
and obviously, like between... So, because the tech tips was when I got sick.
Yeah,
and then, coming into this week, more stuff has been going on, and I'm like... Yo, what the hell's happening here? Like,
oh yeah, there's so much that happens that
the streamer awards happen as well.
Yeah. Sometimes we choose not to do topical news because it dates the episode, But sometimes we come in and we have a recap. We have a waterfall of stuff to talk about.
It's just funny.
Yeah, I knew coming in, I wanted for sure to talk about the Hogwarts thing because it was just ridiculous.
It's I mean, it was something that was just going all over the place. There's even a meme where, I don't mean to go back into this, but. You remember the Lord of the Rings meme? Or no, it wasn't. Was it a Lord of the Rings meme or was it a Harry Potter meme? Like, what happened to him? He thought the boycott would work. And the reason... So, I mean, I'll probably explain the context of it. Or I think I already did.
You already did.
Yeah, like the it literally propelled the game to the top because of all the headlines. And that's literally... That's what everyone was missing. But Jesus fuck, Mike. You brought up Linus out there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, all right, well... What do you want to do? You want to talk about gear?
Yeah, maybe we can talk about gear now, because
well, because why not?
Because why not? Because why the fuck not?
Gear Corner.
Gear Hub.
Gear Hub. I like that. Gear Hub.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about this in the last episode with Rites of Torment, but in case you didn't watch that, or in case you weren't listening because of incoherent babble, we talked a little bit about our gear. So I wanted, originally when we did the show, I wanted to make this like a segment because, we're guitar players and we play metal, and we almost never talk about this now.
No, not really.
Yeah, we just basically talk about like video games and anime and internet controversies. But yeah, we're gonna take this opportunity now to tell you about our gear.
Yeah. So what you rocking, Mike?
What am I rocking? Well, as you can see behind me over here, I've got. I've never used this guy live, but I've definitely used it here. It's my Mesa Triple Rec.
Aside from collecting dust.
I know, dude. This is why I want to take it. I want to take a look at that. There is actual dust on it. I need to take this. I want to take this to Bobby, to Magoo's when we play, and give it a proper, welcoming. Underneath it is my Angle Powerball, which I used to use live all of the time until we went with our, I got a Line 6 Helix and a Seymour Duncan Power Stage. And ever since I got the combination of those two things, I'm like, I am not going to break my back trying to move this amp around anymore. But now, because of nostalgia's sake, I'm like, maybe I'll bring it to the...
Maybe I'll break my back
Maybe
again.
I'll break my back again. But yeah, Mesa Triple Rec, Angle Powerball 1, and then below it I have a Mesa 2x12.
Here, I'll lift that up for you guys.
Oh my god, it just... And I only have two other cabs. I have a Angle standard 4x12 cab, and I have a... what else do I have? I have a crate 4x12 cab. I won't go into guitars because I have a lot of guitars.
Yeah,
so
maybe we should do a run out of guitars. I'm joking.
we could do a guitar run, but you do your gear now. Now you do your regular gear,
Okay.
not your guitar. We'll wrap around.
Wrap around, huh?
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Tell the
what
nice
I like
people
to
what you like to use.
what I like to use is my orange 2x12 with 30V Celestion speakers, by the way.
Yeah.
Along with my Magnum 44 power amp, not a gun. I was like, my power amp running through my Line 6 Pod Go. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. What I run. I mean, I used to run my Precision Drive, the Misha pedal. I actually might integrate it sometime again. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah.
that thing is just fucking amazing. And I mean, I spent $250 on it, and I'm like, I hate to just see it there, you know?
No, dude, it's such a good pedal too.
Yeah.
It's got a built-in noise gate, which was very new for an overdrive pedal
It's
at the
basically a
time.
noise gate and an overdrive in one.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, and it's fucking amazing. I mean, I would use it like whenever I want to like just play through my monitors and my interface. I'll just like connect it there because I do also have the I do have a virtual amp sim for the Abasi archetype.
Okay.
My buddy Joey
Hooked it up.
Yeah, he hooked it up on my laptop. Shout out to you, homie. But yeah, I also use that as well. It's the fucking tits, my guy.
Yeah, nice,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely. But aside from that, what I also like about the Pod Go is that you can also add some impulse responses.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
That's
I
always
mean,
cool.
well, I don't know. I'll explain it the best. An impulse response is basically like the signal that you would get from a cab. How you can't see it, but basically what these things are on top are on top of. You get the signal for it, and you can actually integrate it onto your chain and pretty much use it. I use an Angle cabinet.
It adds an incredible amount of character to those settings when you're doing it.
It definitely does. And the one that uses I think I'm currently using the Angle Firebolt. No, I think it's an Angle cabinet 4x12 or the Mesa Boogie. I can't remember which one. I'm like I need to look at my stuff because I don't remember from the top of my head. But yeah, no, it fucking rips, you know.
Very cool. And that's what you're rocking live. Pretty much, it's your Pod Go, your Magnum into your orange.
Yeah, my orange. If I feel
Did you say your orange?
Yeah, it's an orange.
Oh, okay.
Orange amps are fucking amazing. I've been wanting one for the longest. I still want the Crybaby Powerhead.
Oh,
Or the Power Amp. Powerhead.
The I know what you're talking about. It's not Crybaby. It's a Pedal Baby.
Oh, it's the pedal
Right?
baby?
Something like that. Crybaby is a wah pedal.
No, but I remember hearing the name of the orange one like that, I think. Whatever.
It's something baby. I think it's Pedal
something
Baby.
I'm baby. But anyway. Yeah, it's a 100-watt power amp, and that's actually one thing I would like to have just to match the aesthetic, you know?
Yeah. And what are your guitars, Brian?
Okay, so you're making me go first?
You could.
I'll probably bring up two. Obviously I rock last year, actually it's over a year ago, I was using my Schecter Banshee Extreme at the Soulfly show we played at. That was the second to last show.
Yeah.
Fucking traitor.
Traitor.
And my Kiesel Type X 7-string, multi-scale 7-string with the nice blue crackle finish, you know?
I'll put a picture right here.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, but ever since I got my Kiesel, I just can't stop playing it.
Yeah.
It's the main thing I use on stage. I mean, I was even using it at the Fabulous Fabian Fest until I popped a string
Yes, he
mid
did.
solo for Tortured.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no! As soon as I was like doing a bend, it's like, oh, no!
Yeah. Shredding too hard.
I was shredding too hard, and that was the first solo for Tortured. So just imagine me like knowing that I'm gonna have to come back and do it again. I'm like, I think this is the last solo I have to do. Oh fuck, another one.
Yeah.
Then that's when Mike passed me his
Yeah,
Solar.
Oh yeah. And then you finished. I think it was the last 2 songs with that.
Wall of Faces, or as I like to call it, Wall of 3 Days Grace.
God damn it. And then I Am.
And then Yo Soy
Yo Soy.
with Fabian. Yeah.
All right, cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much what that's all my guitars, and
That's all. Yeah.
that is all,
I'm gonna
folks.
try to run through my guitars.
Maybe I'll get a new one this year, a new Kiesel,
Yeah, maybe.
and in pink.
Yeah. God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would.
I have a Legator or Legator, as some people call it. Legator. I have a Legator Ninja V Pro 600?
700.
Whatever. It's a Ninja Pro, and it's purple V. I have a Solar X Type. I'm not going to say the model number because they are very hard to... There's so many numbers and letters after
Call
them.
to action that Mike says the model number.
I'm not going to. It's a red Solar Explorer type. I have a like a piss yellow Solar
Piss yellow?
Solar Strat type guitar. I have right behind me is a Firefly guitar that I did a demo on my main channel. And then I have the Epiphone Snow Falcon, which is a white V. If you know, you know.
If you're a fan of Death Clock, you know.
Yeah. I've got the Epiphone Thunder Horse. And again, if you know, you know. I have an ESP LTD Ninja Pro 600, which is the Michael Mott signature. My of Arch Enemy. I have a BC Rich Warlock, which is the dirt cheap bronze. Is my first guitar. And finally, I think that's. I have a bass. I have a bass guitar.
He has a bass,
and it's a Jackson, and that's all I know about it. I saw it; it was really cheap. I'm like, we need bass for our riff challenges.
You remind me of the one time I saw this one kid in high school where he was carrying a bass, and I was like, "Hey, dude, that's a nice bass. What kind of bass is it?" It's a bass.
It's a bass.
No, stupid bitch. What brand? He's like, "Oh, it says it right here." Yeah. That's how I know you're not a musician, you talentless bitch.
You. No, that's how you know I'm not a bass player. When I'm like, I just need a bass to make bass sounds.
You fucking troglodyte.
I'm like, we need a bass for the riff challenges, and when I need to fill in for Johnny breaking his hand all the time.
Is this like the second? Like
this is like the second time something like this has happened.
Oh God.
I hope you're feeling better, Johnny. Go to hell.
Wow. Talk about a wholesome yet very tense message.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You know, as long as we do the show, we might get into gear stuff here and there. But
hey, who knows? Maybe I might reveal the new Kiesel on the show.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Be like, hey, we're doing an unboxing video. For you guys.
That could be a Shreddy Bois adventure right there. Is an unboxing video. You could throw that in this up. Yeah, that's business. We don't have to talk business.
That's business.
All right, guys. For this next segment, we're going to be going straight into New Guest Who Dis.
Cue card.
It's only partially my fault. All right, give me 1 second. There it is.
That's what.
There
it is.
There it is. Okay, we're gonna stop that. All right, we're gonna turn on this video and see if it works.
It will not stutter. Okay.
All right. All right. You ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
I think we're ready.
Y'all good? Y'all ready?
I think we're ready. I'm sorry about that. This is kind of the first time this has happened on our end.
Literally, like first.
It's just been a lot of hurdles, but oh my god.
Oh my god, what's going on now?
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right, I will stop that.
God.
You can't
Okay.
hear me
Okay, we
either?
could hear you now, but
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me? All
Yeah.
right.
God.
loud and clear. This is
No, this is happening
becoming
again.
a disaster.
Oh my God.
Just continue.
All right.
Continue.
So I'm
Keep
going to
going.
pause. I'm just going to stop the video on our end. I'm going to plug in this video that we're using up here. You can't see it, but I'm going to plug it in, okay? All right. So here we go. Another episode of Who Guessed. It's all staying in. It's all staying in. All of this ridiculousness.
Right. Anyways, what you been up to, dude?
Shit. Chilling, rolling. You know. Yeah. Packing some pre-rolls.
All right.
Nice.
I have a nice beer right here. You can't see it, or this camera can. Woo, beer.
Anyways, maybe why don't you tell us about your musical background? You know, for those who may not know like much about your.
Man, musical background, shit. That thing goes way back, man. I started playing in bands when I was like 15, 16 years old.
Oh
And
shit.
like playing in bands in Little Village and stuff like that. After that, I stopped doing music for a long time. And then at like 18 or 19, I joined Station 6 back in like 2017.
Yeah.
And that was for a couple years. I played lead guitar in Station 6. We have one full length, 2 EPs, and that's it. Yeah, we played like a whole bunch of, shows back in the day, and that's just how like this whole music shit started, and
Nice.
I was
Nice,
in prior to Diabla, I was in a band called Fractures that I started, which I believe is still active, but I'm not sure. And then prior to Fractures, I was in Break the Cycle for less than a year.
Oh
Nice.
wow. Yeah, you got a pretty big music history right there.
Yeah.
This would be the second time we hear Break the Cycle come on as well. Christian mentioned them as well when they were. I think they had Nick Ayala filling for, on drums. I think for that. I think it was the one show in WC.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Within Destruction.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your time in Break the Cycle, by the way? If you like to chime in on that.
It was cool. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about the Chicago hardcore scene, and its community. And when I was in Break the Cycle, I went on my first tour, to New York to play the Pain of Truth EP release show. Both days were sold out. It was a 2-day thing, whole bunch of bands. Break the Cycle got on last minute. And it was pretty cool, for a first tour. I mean, shit, but shit, yeah, it was pretty cool. I learned a lot. Basically, it was just like, just you learn about like networking with bands and shit like that. I guess you could say it was like, overall, the whole thing was just a big ass learning experience from like all different,
No, that's
categories, whatever the fuck you could learn about,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I've always been curious. I've been in music since, I don't know, like 2012 or something like that. But I've never actually gone on a tour before. So when you guys went, was it somebody who had already had like everything booked and ready to go, or did you guys make those phone calls trying to get a hold of promoters? Setting up cities a long way to New York, or?
We tried, and we didn't play anything along the way. We
Okay.
So we weren't even supposed to play that show, actually.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, I believe it was Orlando, their current bassist now, was reaching out to Pain of Truth. We were telling them we were coming from Chicago. We had some gear on us, because we were planning on playing in different states and shit like that. So, and they were like, "Oh, we had someone drop. Can you hop on the second day? Whatever the fuck, something like that." It went along the lines of something like that. We were like hyped as shit. Pain of Truth was one of those bands when it came to like doing hardcore, because I grew up on thrash and metalcore, so hardcore was just new to me that year.
Right.
And it was one of those first bands that just like did it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool as fuck to play, with the band that like that did it for you, that opened up that new gateway to that genre,
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've had a couple of those moments being in the scene for so long as you start to open up for people you actually like.
Yeah, that's just, and then you get like the jitters the day of the show, and you're like, oh shit,
Yeah, yeah.
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 One of those moments for me. You said thrash metal. I'm a huge thrash and death metal guy myself, and one of the I'm in love with this band. They're definitely a newer band. I don't know if you've ever heard of a Legion, if you're familiar with them.
No,
But
I have not.
yeah, they're technical death metal.
Tech death.
I would say tech death. A lot of melodic in there as well. And we opened up for them in Central Disorder, and I remember just being like scared as a ghost the whole day because I'm like, oh my god, like there they are, they're standing around, they're loading their
Yeah.
gear in, just being afraid to talk to them, just to look in their general direction.
Just to clarify, I was not in the band at the time, but I wish I was.
Oh yeah, that was a good one, man. And I remember talking to the guitar player, and he asked us what time our set went on, and he's like, "Oh, I'll check you out." And I'm like, "Oh, please don't, don't." Just being afraid.
Mhm. Oh yeah, man, I know that feeling. You're like, shit, and then you're like, oh, how does shit look on social media? And you're like trying to fix shit last minute to make shit look cool or whatever the fuck. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really fully relate to that because I haven't opened up for any like huge acts as much.
Soulfly, man.
Well, I mean, Soulfly, but I'm not like the biggest Soulfly fan. Even though your
yeah.
best friend Dino Casares was in that. Mike
Oh
is a
my
huge
God.
Dino Casares fan, by
Don't
the way.
listen to him. I'm not.
No, he ain't. But, I mean, I would say I sort of had the same experience when. Oh, it was like a phone call.
my bad.
It's all good. I kind of had the same experience when I was talking to Scott Carster from the band Fallujah. I'm not sure if you heard of them. Or
Oh hell yeah, Blue's just hard as hell.
yeah, so I actually got to like start a combo with him like randomly after the Reggie show last year. So I was just like telling him like, oh yeah, I like your new Kiesel that you have there. He's like, oh, you play guitar too? I was like, yeah, I also have a Kiesel myself. And he's like, what are the specs? And I'm literally like,
Yeah.
it's blue crackle, ebony fretboard.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have a headstock.
It doesn't have a headstock, you know.
That's a nice ass guitar too. I've seen that. I've seen you with that.
Yeah, it took me like 5 months to get that guitar actually.
Yeah.
Damn, 5 months, dude.
So 5 months, and on top of that, they did not have the virtual builder that they have now. So I was just filling like basically like a white
form.
spreadsheet or a form online. And it's like, all right, your guitar is gonna be ready, and I'm like, I don't even know how it's gonna look like. So it was like a huge surprise when I got it.
Ooh.
But yeah, I was like, when I was talking to Scott, I'm just like, yeah, it's a 7-string. I've been playing for 13 years. And he's like, oh,
It's very purdy.
yeah, like that was pretty much it. But I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He called me his fellow Kiesel shredder, and I like immediately just choked. I'm like, oh shit.
Aw. That's a
Aw.
nice story.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
it's a nice story because I've been following those guys since like what 2011, 2014. No, 2014 actually. My bad.
Very cool. Well, obviously, it sounds like you've had experience. What are your favorite places to play here in Chicago?
Cobra Lounge for sure.
Oh,
Cobra
I
Lounge.
love Cobra Lounge.
Cobra Lounge. I played Bottom Lounge once when I was in Station 6, and it was pretty cool.
Nice.
And then I really like the Fallout. I'm gonna say it.
Pilsen
Fallout.
I
DIY.
love the Fallout.
Oh yeah. I've been to the Fallout before, especially like back when it was just it was a garage, wasn't it, or something like that, or
Yeah,
Something like
it's like
that.
a big ass garage. It's cool as hell.
yeah, and then they like made it look all nice and everything. I was like, yo, man.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good little white spot right there.
I've only been to the Fallout one time, unfortunately, and I remember when I did go, it was like raining, like super hard outside, and
Oof.
some of that rain got in, so like the ground was just all wet and slippery.
Oh, this was before they probably remodeled it. 'Cause
Yeah,
that
yeah.
doesn't happen no more. But
People were trying to mosh, and then they would just slip and fall and like on their backs and heads and stuff.
holy shit. No,
I know.
I mean it's still a great place to be at either way.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's real low key too. I like how like it well depends on like who's playing and shit. It could be low key.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And you were talking about Cobra Lounge. Cobra Lounge is definitely one of my favorite places of all time.
Absolutely.
It's refreshing when a venue treats you like a human being.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of places they won't even give you like, $15 or whatever, But
Mhm.
Cobra Lounge will take care of you. They give you a discount on food and all that. It's really cool.
Everywhere
Yeah, and the
else they'll
food's
just treat
good.
you like
Cobra
pack
has
meals.
good ass food.
Yeah, I love their food. I love their little. They got like a little thing of mac and cheese that I always
That's
get.
the one. That's actually
Yeah.
what I ordered. That and the fries, and I get a Rain and Blood drink. on the side.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's my wife's favorite. She loves the Rain and Blood.
Mhm.
Yeah, they also have awesome beer. Obviously, they brew their
yeah.
own beer. So, yeah. All right, very cool.
All right. So, aside from your experiences with other bands, so how did Diabla came to be? Like, what was the inception of that band?
To be honest with you, I have no idea. When I left Break the Cycle, there was a moment where I thought I was gonna be done with music for a while. That obviously wasn't the case. I ended up creating Diabla that summer. Um, but shit obviously didn't get released until December. So Diabla, I just knew I wanted to do hardcore again. Because I was working a janitorial job at a warehouse and I was listening to the Hold My Own demo. And I was just like, shit, this is good. And shit, I kind of like hardcore. So let me just do my own thing, you know?
Right.
It was supposed to be an internet project. But now it's a full band and shit. And I wasn't even planning on doing an EP. I just wrote the EP and mixed and mastered it and recorded it all in a week. So I mean,
nice.
yeah, it kind of just the whole point of Diablo like just came out of nowhere. Honestly, one band just kind of sparked all of these ideas, on top of a couple other ones as I started creating music and stuff like that. But for the most part, I was just mopping away, and I'm like, shit, I have this idea, let me run with it.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say the EP did came out really nice. I actually gave it a listen like a couple times, sometime this year or maybe late last year. Yeah,
nice.
I mean, it made me want to spin kick Mike right here.
Oh shit, thanks, man.
What are your influences in terms of the sound of your band? Like, what do you bring to the table, so to speak?
So when I was writing the EP with Gooms, plays guitar in the band currently, we were thinking of like punk, like a mix of punk and beatdown and like whatever different slices of the ham there is in hardcore.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of elements in hardcore. You can go from punk to beatdown with a little bit of deathcore and shit. And we were like, oh, let's just rock with the punk and the classic hardcore and a bit of like groove and stuff, and rap hardcore. Man, I love rap hardcore. That shit's hard as hell. So, Gooms wrote a couple of riffs and, I laid them down in the song Poison that's on the EP. But the rest of the EP I wrote myself. And I was listening to bands like Constraint, who I'm currently wearing right now.
Oh, nice.
Hold My Own, a couple of Chicago local bands, and I was just coming up with things out my ass, high as shit, if I'm being completely honest with you, man. Yeah.
Very cool.
Mhm.
You were baked when you were. Hey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, whatever works for people,
Yeah, man. It's my creative spark, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's plenty of examples of that throughout history. Jimi Hendrix, I don't think there was a moment where he wasn't high.
I mean, Dave Mustaine back when he used to get high and write music.
Yeah, before Jesus took him.
Oh my. Yeah. Hey, that's a whole arc right there.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously we stepped a little bit ahead. Would you like to name all of your bandmates and their roles and whatnot?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. So I sing, right? I
Mm-hmm.
scream a little bit. Sing, scream, whatever.
Angry yelling.
Angry yelling. Angry yelling. Gooms does guitar. I brought on board Mikey Diaz from Trey 5. He is also on guitar.
I
I
know
brought,
him.
yeah, Mikey Diaz, that's that guy. Then I brought on Adrian Cansor, who has a solo project called King Vane.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And the most recent member that joined is Rodrigo. He is the drummer in Cannibal Abortion.
Rodrigo Garcia, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I go way back with that guy.
Very cool.
Yeah, I just brought him on board. Mikey, brought Diabla to him and was like, bro, like, just vibe with us and see how you feel. And now he's on board, man. So,
Yeah, Mike was in a band. I forgot what it was called. It didn't work out. Who do you
Bad-
know?
No, not really.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Bad Blood?
Bad Blood. That's
Oh,
what
okay,
it was.
there you go, Bad Blood.
I remember being like, "Wow, these guys sound awesome," and just like that, just gone in a
That's how I met
second.
him. He was in Bad. I met him in Bad Blood. Yeah.
I was like, "God damn it! I didn't even get a chance to see them," and then that was that. And it's good to see that he's in another project. You know,
Yeah.
he's a good guitar player.
It's all going
Oh,
full
yeah,
circle now.
great.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and he's a cool guy too, which is good.
They're all great. All of them are great dudes, and I'm glad I got them all on my team. Because they all bring something different to the table.
No, yeah, that's always good. Anyone that brings something different, is always the best.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and that's cool. Now that I think about it, you guys recently did a new photo shoot, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Right
we
in
did.
front of the rock spot.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Rock Spot has so many good little spots.
Yeah. I noticed immediately the front of that building. I'm like, oh, that's the rock
That's
spot.
the rock spot.
Yeah.
We in Vicious Attack, for the longest time, we were at the rock spot. And, we have shared so much space with, like, a lot of awesome Chicago musicians here. And it's good, just walking down the hall, and just be like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, you see a whole bunch of people in that, man, of all different genres in the rock
Yeah.
spot. Which is crazy.
A lot of talent.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
And of course, our guy Dan Klein at the end of the hallway recording people.
Dan Klein.
He recorded our album Declaration of War.
Oh, so that's the guy who was behind the whole thing? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was also at the show at Reggie's. He watched us. I didn't introduce you?
No, you never
Oh,
did.
jeez. Okay, well. Oh, that's besides the point.
Yeah, good manners, Mike.
All right.
Speaking of, so when you mentioned internet project, like, did you mean like something along the lines like, I guess I would say, because Slice the Cake was sort of like that, or they were that type of band as well. They were more like an internet band, and then they kind of became an actual band, and then they broke up twice.
Twice. Yeah, twice.
Yeah, 'cause you never heard of Slice the Cake, Mike? Or
I have not, no.
they're like a they're more of like a progressive like deathcore band or tech death band. Wouldn't you say, Anna? Yeah,
I think they were like gent deathcore, or I don't know, like some weird ass mix of the
some
both.
weird as mix of both. But like the reason I like discovered them was back in like 2016 they released Odyssey to the West, or two members were releasing it despite the others not wanting to. So they kind of like stabbed each other in the back apparently, and then they broke up. And then they announced they were returning, and then as of like this year, they're like, "Yeah, guys, we're breaking up again." I'm like,
Jeez. That's ridiculous.
despite them promising us a new album, and I'm like, "Oh, so," but I think we're still getting it regardless.
Oh, wow. That's the worst when you just can't get along.
Yeah, I mean, they left but I will still say Odyssey to the West is a gold album. Well, I guess in my opinion. Not sure what everyone else would think on that, but hey. Do you like have any? So I know you guys have an EP, but like, do you guys plan on like having a like releasing a full length album anytime soon, or what are the plans for the future for Diabla?
All right, guys, we're back from New Guess Who Dis. God, that was such a great interview, wasn't it?
Back already? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. So great.
So great.
It was so great.
Yeah. Very, very,
Brian?
very fun.
if the viewer wanted to find some of these links to the person, what would they look up?
You should look up their band Diabla.
Diabla?
On Instagram. They also have an EP on Spotify.
Yeah.
All the music streaming platforms. If you like music that'll make you want to beat the shit out of the guy next to you, definitely recommend you check it out.
Check it out, guys.
I endorse crowd killing.
All right. Well, there you go. Straight from Brian's mouth.
And you could also follow Anna or Ace Ortiz on
Yeah.
Instagram as well, Facebook.
Yeah, guys. They're on all the stuff, so go ahead and follow
They're
them.
on all the stuffs. You know, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They
Very cool guys.
very cool musicians.
Very well, lady and guys. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's the episode of Shreddy Boys. We miss you guys. You know, obviously we come up with one of these every month, but if it has felt a little longer, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little
A
longer.
little bit. Just
Now,
a little
please
bit?
excuse me while I spin Cake Mike to one of Diabla's songs.
Yeah, maybe I'll play one of their songs in the background here. No promises.
No
It's
promises.
all about editing.
Post
All
that.
right. Well, guys, we'll see you with some awesome content probably, in the following months. We have some ideas I definitely want to work out that we'll talk about off camera. But, yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for the support as well.
Yeah.
We noticed that our views have gone up a little more, so
Dude, the
keep that
last
shit going.
episode of Shreddy Boys is our most viewed Shreddy Boys episode
170 views
Yeah.
by far.
ever. 170, even better than the pilot episode we did, episode 0, which is crazy, It's great that people actually care about us.
I know what
You
else
know?
to you guys. But anyways, this has been Shreddy Boys, and we are out. Oh god, that's kind of gross. Nobody wants to see that, Mike.
Boom!
Jesus.
Another episode in the can. Shreddy Boys.
Warriors of time and space, traveling through dimensions, fighting for what's just and what is right. Shreddy boy, look over there into the sky. Shreddy boy, flames truth and shred is full of light.
I don't want to actually hit you.